how do you stay authentic on your journey, knowing that, people are jumping on these trends, all worldwide just become viral. So how do you stay true to yourself while still making good music?
Oh, God. This topic, it's a topic that I think the music industry or whoever is an enthusiast of music needs to make a course about. A lot of musicians, they don't understand what they want or what they want to do. So they get into this loop, into the trend thing, and they start doing what everyone is doing because they want people to hear them or see them. But they don't even have any idea of who they are or where they want to go or what their goal is, why they want to be musicians, why they want to be famous, why they want to do music.
Welcome to the Breaking the Silence podcast. I am your host, author Nikki Nicole. Here I believe in winning together and creating a safe, supportive space for people to share their stories and start their healing journey. My passion is to help people confront hidden battles, embrace their truths, and take steps towards a more fulfilling life. Every episode is designed to break the silence on topics that often go unspoken, leading to conversations that uplift, inspire, and transform. Join me as we break the barriers and find strength through shared experiences, one story at a time.
They go like boom, 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 boom. When you hit that chord like ta 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 ta. My ringtone be like otito coito, otito coito. Something with the cool my body, yeah. Something with the cool my body, yeah. Corona, my reverse, put it up on me, I leave the rest.
That song so much. Hey everyone, welcome to another powerful episode of Breaking the Silence. I am your host, Coach Nikki Nicole, and this is the space where I shine a light on incredible people who are doing great things and making a difference in the world. Together, we can uncover untold stories, break barriers, and challenge the norms to inspire change. Every episode will inspire the journeys of these individuals who finally found their voices, overcoming adversity and changing their lives through their passion, their resilience, and purpose. From thought-provoking leaders to unsung heroes, I'll bring you stories that need to be heard and the wisdom that can ignite transformation. So let's get ready to get inspired, to learn, and to join this movement as we break the silence on issues that matter the most. It's time for these voices to be heard. So let's dive into today's episode. Man, I am so excited about this episode today. I have an artist, and I hope I don't butcher her name. I should have asked her, how do you pronounce your name? But you know what? If I butcher, she's gonna tell me. I have an artist from United Kingdom. Her name is Kemi Amos. I hope I'm saying that right. She has so many hats that she wears. Oh my God. From being an independent artist for rock and Afro music. She is also a singer-songwriter. She's skilled in filmmaking, script writing, and music production. She's also an author. She's a counselor. She's a mentor. Man, amazing. I was so excited when she accepted my invitation to come be a guest so I can shine the light on her. I was like, yes. So after her countdown, please welcome this amazing woman to the Breaking the Silence platform.
Your man's got a little bit of a history. Your mommy and your daddy don't like seeing you with me. They say you got a PhD, but all I have are my hopeless dreams. So how's it gonna pay for food and for rent if he ain't got no degree? Oh, I'm sorry to say to you,
I love your music.
Thank you so much. Oh my goodness, that was an amazing intro of me. Thank you so much. That was amazing.
Thank you so much for being a guest. I am so excited. I was vibing to your music today. I was just sitting there listening. I'm like, yes, I love her music.
Thank you.
So did I butcher your name or did I say it right?
No, that was perfect. Kemi Amos. It's Kemi Amos. It's a Yoruba name, Nigerian Yoruba name. Kemi Amos. That was
Kenny.
perfect. Pronounced that
Okay,
quite well.
perfect. All right, so tell everybody a little bit about yourself that I haven't already put out there because you're just amazing. You had so many hats. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Thank you so much. Well, first of all, I grew up in Nigeria until I came here when I was like 18 years old or something. Or I think 18 or 17 years old. Then I moved into the UK. I've always been crazy about music. I've always been crazy about instruments. And since I was age 3, my mom said, I used to stand up on the table and I used to sing and praise myself. And everyone would gather and go like, oh my God, she's amazing. She's such a diva and all that. So I've always been like a musical person. But the thing is that in Nigeria, then music wasn't something that people really took seriously. It wasn't like, if you're into music, it's like, what are you doing? You're just messing about, you're joking, it's just a hobby. But my dad was very supportive and he believed in, music and that sort of path. But when I moved into the UK, then I had the freedom to be able to do whatever I wanted to do, whatever music I liked doing. And I didn't have to follow the cliche music, maybe like R&B, etc., that everyone was listening to or making at that time. So I realized that I was crazy about instruments and rock music. So I just started, going to I just started going to different gigs, meeting different people. Then I was in a band when I was in college. I was in about 4 bands or so in college. We're playing heavy metal rock. I used to sing, I'll play chords. And at that time, my dad said I had to study psychology, but I was like, okay, I want to study psychology, but at the same time, I love music. So I was a bit torn in between those two things. But eventually, I did study psychology. While I was in the music department, every day, every time I go to school, I'm always there roaming around trying to meet other musicians. So I've always had that thing for music like inside of me. So, but
Nice.
anything else you want to know more about me, I'm here to talk about it. There's so many things. It's such a long one. So, but you just, but that's basically what it is. So,
So why did you said you had a love for Afro rock music. Why
yeah.
did you choose that particular genre and not the popular ones, of R&B and hip hop, those popular genres?
Okay. The reason why I love Afro and rock music is because the melody, it's very soulful. If you listen to rock music, the way the chords are played and composed just gives you that room to just make it whatever you want to make it. If I'm playing da 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 na 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 da na da na 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 na, it could be sad, it could be happy. You just make it whatever you want to make it. And I just love the feel of instrument in my head, in my ears. When it comes to the pop or maybe R&B or etc. They're beautiful sort of music as well. They're great, the vocals, the range and all that, but it doesn't give me as much kick as instrument or rock music. And that's the reason why I was in band. Like I was in bands when I was younger and I just kept on going. And I've always been crazy about rock music. And I also love African music. So I don't know if I should call it Afro, but people know it as Afro, but I love African music. So those two are like perfect for me. And that's sort of thing I'm into. So I'm like really crazy about those two things. So I just merged them together to create me, Kemi Amos.
So how do you develop that unique blend, the Afro soul melodies with the rock, chorus progressions to make it work and pop out?
Well, it took me a long time for me to know me and my musical taste and what makes me jump, sing, dance, and makes me happy. I had to separate it and differentiate it from what I've heard so many times, and I'm liking it because I've been hearing it 3 million times, from what really makes me happy, like when I listen to it. So I had to separate it, and it took me a while. Now, I'm crazy about Yoruba language, and there's a way Yoruba language fits into melodies and the way it blends together, because I've listened to quite a lot of Yoruba music, and it's just amazing. The pentatonics, the way it goes up and down, very melodious. I love that. And for the rock, I love the drums. I love the passion that comes with the beat. I love the passion that comes with the guitar. Very clean, but passion that comes with it. It's just amazing. So I just blended both together because since I was like in college, since I started making music, I've always noticed that every time I'm making music, I always end up putting some Yoruba in it because it just feels natural to me. It just connects with my soul. So why not? So instrument, rock music, African music, and rock. I just feel like it's a perfect blend. My next single is coming out. It's got both in it, which is amazing. Like I'm being true to myself now instead of going with the trend or what people expect me to be singing or performing.
Right. You know what? People think that they need to be on the trends, in order for you to get to the next level. So how do you,
Yeah.
it's amazing that you brought that up. How do you stay authentic on your journey, knowing that, people are jumping on these trends, all worldwide just become viral. So how do you stay true to yourself while still making good music?
Oh God. This topic, it's a topic that I think the music industry or whoever is an enthusiast of music needs to make a course about. A lot of musicians, they don't understand what they want or what they want to do. So they get into this loop, into the strength thing, and they start doing what everyone is doing because they want people to hear them or see them. But they don't even have any idea of who they are or where they want to go or what their goal is, why they want to be musicians, why they want to be famous, why they want to do music. They don't know. Now, what I had to start thinking about, because about, let's say like a year ago, I started trying to fit in, like trying to make the Afrobeat songs. I'm like, I know this is not me. Afrobeat, beat, the typical Afrobeat, it's not me, but I want people to hear me. I want people to hear my song. So I'm just going to draw them in. When I lure them in, then I'll just bring out my Kemi rock Afro. But that's really bad. It's a crazy idea. Someone actually was one advising me, and I feel so silly listening to the person. So I did that, but then I didn't feel happy. Now I had to start thinking of longevity. Sorry, I'm a bit dyslexic, so pronouncing words sometimes can be a bit weird. I had to think about the long run. If everyone is doing this now, this is the trend. At some point, it's gonna fade. So where are you left? What about your identity? What about you being true to yourself? So I had to think about that. Besides, we artists, if we're saying we love this music so much, and this is what we want to do forever for the rest of our life, so why not be true? Why?
Yes.
Be true. Be true to yourself. That's how I think about it. That's how I
Right.
think about it.
Because you can't act like that person for so long. You're gonna eventually, like you said, you're gonna
Yeah.
eventually become yourself again. So you might as well
Yeah.
start off
Might
there.
as well. Thank you. So there's no point doing that. Yeah. So everybody, I think the first step is you understanding your vision. What's my vision? Oh, I'm an artist. I can sing. I can play guitar. Oh, I can paint. What is your vision? Where are you going to? What goal? Why are you doing this? Some people, if you ask them, why are you an artist? What's your vision? Oh, I want to become famous. Some people say, oh, what's your vision? I want to win a Grammy. Why? Yes, I can be like known, so I can have lots of money, but you can have lots of money without winning a Grammy. So why? So what is it? Why? So a lot of artists needs to be helped. Like the mindset needs to be, I don't want to say fixed, but people, they need to be able to help them find what their purpose in life is.
Yep.
Yeah.
I agree.
That's what I think.
That's a great point you made.
Yeah.
When people say they want a Grammy, but why?
Yeah. Why?
Why do you want it?
Why
You
do you
still
want
can
it?
be rich and famous without the Grammy.
Without the Grammy. So
I agree.
yeah, I know. It's just I think if you really want to get the best out of your life as an artist or anybody at all, you need to have a clear vision of who you are. Number one, who are you? Because a lot of people, even at the age of their 40s, 50s, they still don't know who they are because all they're doing is following a system. And they just,
Right.
carry that in their head and they go in and they say, oh, I'm not happy. I'm so sad because you don't know who you are. So for artists, as an independent artist, you need to know who you are. Self-development, develop yourself, be true to yourself. Then you can now move forward and say, okay, how do I make this happen? How do I make plans? Okay, how do I set my goals? And then you can now start talking about making it happen, having a strategy to achieve that. But you need to know who you are. Otherwise, there's no point of you having this talent. What is it for? Because I went through that. I was like, okay, I can sing, I can do this. Okay, after that, okay, I win a Grammy. Okay, I start performing on stage. After, so what's that? So I had to start thinking a lot. I'm like, okay, I think my calling is that I want to help people with my music. I want to express
Mm.
myself and speak for people, be the voice of people that cannot express themselves properly, and also help people, guide them. Like saying, don't worry, I understand how you feel, but I can help you because I've been there before and it works for me. So I can help you. So I'm very much of that. So I'm rooting for all the independent artists because I know how they feel and what they're going through. So I'm all about that. I'm all about that. And go and take the Ikigai test because that thing is mad. It just changed my life. I think everyone should take the Ikigai test. Have you heard of that before?
No.
Ikigai? No.
Mm-mm.
It's like a Japanese concept that means reason for being. It helps you find your purpose in life, what you're meant to be doing, things that you feel comfortable in, what you're meant to be doing to make you a happy adult or have a happy life. And it would just guide you through that. So what it does is it's got about like 4 circles. And those circles, it talks about what you like doing, your passion, your vocation, your profession, and you get to fill in the gaps and answer all the questions there. I have that on my bio, link in bio, one of my content. I mean, if anybody wants to take a look at it, you can go take a look. It's free, by the way. I'm not selling anything. I'm just trying to help share whatever I know. So it just captures all the answers that you've written. It puts it all together, and the ones you have most in common, it puts it together and says, okay, you know what? Let's say, for example, you have reading in all the circles. Then it picks that and goes, you know what? This is your Ikigai. That means you love reading. This is what you should be focusing on. And this is what you should be capitalizing on. This is what you're meant to be growing and getting better at. And that helps you just to keep your focus going. Because if you're losing focus, you won't be able to achieve what you're meant to be doing. And you'll be looking at other people's stuff. Like, why are they doing better than me? Oh my God. Why? Relax. Just what's your purpose in life?
She said, relax.
Yeah, just
I
relax.
Might have to try that. So you've mentioned that music, in your bio, that music has the power to connect, inspire, and bring joy.
Mhm.
Can you share a specific moment where your music made an impact on someone?
Wow. I went to perform not early actually, September or so. And I was performing on stage at one of the festivals in London. And I only got the small stage. I didn't have the big stage. So I was performing the song Feeling the Holes. I'm tired of being here trying to be perfect. I was performing that. And I think a girl was sitting down across me. And I'm not sure if she was under the spectrum or not, but she seemed quite, she was super focused on what I was singing, and she was like very nervous. I was singing the song and I was thinking, okay, everyone was so quiet. I was like, okay, I hope they like what I'm singing. I hope they like what I'm singing. So after singing, this girl came to me and said, what you just sang now is exactly how I feel. I started crying. I'm actually feeling emotional right now. She was like, this is how I feel. I think she had some sort of like speech impairment. I'm not sure. That's why I feel like maybe she's probably under the spectrum. So, and she was like, this is exactly how I feel. Thank you so much for this song. Like, her mom was beside her, and I was thinking, this is why we make music. Artists, this is why we do this, for people that cannot express themselves. Because people have emotions, they feel. They might not be able to express that emotion by just saying, this is what's going on with me. But with music, it's universal. You can say what you feel by music. That is how I feel. Oh my goodness, the person just said it. That's exactly the words I was looking for. And then from then on, you start to understand your emotions and where you should place your emotions. Filling these holes. If you connect to that song, for example, you always remember that and go, you know what, I'm feeling this hole myself because it's all about me, not about somebody else's happiness and me trying to make them happy. That's not what it's about. So I think that's one example I can be like, yes, this happened and I know this affected this person's life and I was very happy. And I know there are millions of people like that as well. That one got me. That one got me this year. It did.
That's amazing. That means, you know what? That means you're walking in your purpose because that's what you said you wanted to do.
That's it.
You're on the right track.
I'm on the
I
right
love
track
it.
for the right reasons. Yeah. So, you've got to be true to yourself. Because the thing is that I'm so sorry I'm writing on, but I'm very passionate about this. Like, I'm very passionate about this because I've been through a lot. Losing my identity, doubting myself, thinking maybe I'm not good enough, being confused about what I want to do, where I'm meant to be heading to, but these people are doing that, but I can do it too, but that's not going to make me happy. What do I do? I've been through that phrase, and it can be difficult when you're facing challenges and you're having to sort of almost slide back in, and I have to go, no, come back. No, you come this far. Keep going.
Right.
Keep going. You cannot go back. But people need to know who they are. They need to be honest with themselves and say, listen, this is what I want. This is what I want to do. This is my dream. A lot of people, they only have fear for failing. Not because they can't do that. Not because they're afraid. They only have fear for failing. That's why they're afraid. Because they feel like, oh, what if I fail? And so what? Fail and you learn, right? I don't even call it failure. I just go learning process. That's what I call it. And why do people feel like, oh, that's a failure? Because they feel like people are looking at them, judging them. So why do you want to win because of somebody? Win because of yourself. Because it's your journey. Win because of yourself. Why am I winning because of somebody else? If you think about it, I said this in one of my content. When you're in your living room and you're walking and you trip a little bit and you're like, oops, what do? Oh, damn. Okay. I need to get that off the floor. But when you're outside and your crush is looking and you're like, oh my God, it's looking at me, and you trip, what do? You get so embarrassed, embarrassed. You feel like the world is crashing. Why? It's the same thing. So what if you fall? Get up, stand up, dust your shirt, dust your trousers, and move on. What's the worst that can happen? I can say this thing because I've been there. It's crazy. Like, you're up all night thinking, why am I not here? Why is this not happening? Why is that person doing this? Why am I not doing better? Because you're worrying about what people are looking at, what people are thinking about you. Why are you doing that? Don't do that. Do your own thing. I know it sounds cliche, but it's true.
It's true.
Do your own thing. There's always a market. There's always someone that will look at you and go, oh my goodness, Nikki, you are smashing it. And you just affected my life. You just made a difference in my life and the way I think about things. Thank you so much for this. And I'd rather change one person's life, than pleasing 3 million people that are pretending to love me because I've got flashy clothing on. I know people might be like, oh, no, that's not true. But it's true. I'm serious. It's true. That's a life we're talking about. I know what I've been through in my life. And I wish somebody could have told me all these things I know. And I want to help independent artists. I want them to see, people that haven't even started at all, even some people that have started, but they're so discouraged because they're actually comparing themselves to other people. And that just makes them draw back. If you're comparing yourself to other people, it's going to slow you down. It's a bit like you're running a race and you're looking back like, oh, I hope this person is not going to catch me. You're going to fall. You can't do that. Keep going. What's your problem? Do you really want this or not? Why are you looking back? Why are you looking back? No, we need to keep going. And I think we artists, independent, new artists, we need support. We need support. First thing, mindset. Without your mindset being checked and being in the right place, you're going to end up going all the way back. I don't care how rich you are, how much of a celebrity you are. That's why you hear stories about celebrities. Oh, they've done it, they made it, and then they messed up in the head. They're going all the way back because they didn't sort out their mindset. And then it now becomes worthless that they have all the stuff because they haven't sorted out their mindset. They're not thinking the right way. They don't know who they are.
That's
I
it.
don't want that. That's it.
Everything starts with you as the person.
You. That's it. You need to know who you are. You need to know who you are. And you need to understand one thing, that nobody can see your dream but you. Listen, you sleep and you wake up and tell me, oh, Kemi, I had a dream. Oh, Nikki, I had a dream. I was running and I flew and I jumped. All I can say is, oh, wow, Nikki, you really jumped high, right? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I can say, oh, that's amazing. But I didn't see your dream. I can't see your dream. Only Nikki can see her dream. So if you want to do something, you're like, this is what I want to do. You need to understand that you're the only person that can see your dream. I wasn't in your sleep when you were dreaming, when you had that big dream. No, for the fact that only you can see your dream means that only you can make it happen.
Exactly. Only you.
Don't get anyone involved. It's true. That's why. I'm so sorry, Nikki. I can go on and on, but I'm not going to do that to your show.
I'm soaking all of this in.
Oh, really? Oh.
So I'm gonna take a moment and we're gonna do a snippet of one of your songs. I like this song, Boom Boom. I'm gonna play that for them.
Yeah, thank you. Right.
they go like boom, 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 boom. When you hit that chord like ta 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 ta. My ringtone be like otito koito. Something where they cool my body, yeah. Something where they cool my body, yeah. Run up my reverse, put it up on me and leave the rest. Every sing my melody before I rest. Ijambo, ijayodeo, feeling your harmony, bobo. Dear, come my love. You're gonna shock me like Pamio. Dear, come my love. Oh, baby, come give me that money shot. Come on. Baby, come give me that money shot. Baby, come give me that money shot. Make me day, oh, darling, you know say I wanna be your baby. Oh, make we jolly. You know say I wanna be your baby. Capoko they go like boom 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 boom. When you hit that chord like ta 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 ta. My ringtone be like otito koito. Something where they cool my body, yeah. Something where they cool my body, yeah. I feel in your harmony, bombo. Dear, go my love. Sweetie like honey, go my love. Oh, gonna they shock me up on you. I feel in your harmony, bombo. Dear, go my love. Sweetie like honey, go my love. My poco they go like Puma. Come into my room, make me shaku on Zuma. Oh, I'm feeling your harmony, Papa. Dear, go my love. Kaka they shot me up on you. Dear, go my love.
Man, I love that song.
Ooh, thank you so much. Oh, memories. I filmed that like last year. Oh, it was hell. Everyone disappointed me. I had to film it myself. That's crazy. Thank you so much, Nikki.
You're welcome. So I always ask all the artists this question: which one do you think matters the most when creating a song? The lyrics or the beat?
Woo. Ooh. I've never been asked that before. The lyrics or the beat?
Because see, for me,
You know,
if I
okay,
hear the beat,
yeah,
then of course it's going to draw me into the song.
so
If it's a good beat,
absolutely. You're absolutely right. When I hear the beat, it draws you towards the lyrics. You want to hear what the lyrics is and what the music's like. I agree with you, absolutely. I think I was getting a bit biased there because I'm a writer, so I'm like, but I love my words. My lyrics are fantastic. I love to write. I love words because I love words. I love writing. So I was like, okay, but the writing also matters. But you're absolutely right. I think is the beat. Once the beat comes in, you want to listen to more.
right?
I agree.
Because I'm gonna skip it if after maybe the 5-10 seconds of that
Seconds,
beat,
yeah. Yeah.
I'm
You're
on
like,
to the next song.
like, oh, okay.
But I'm learning though. I'm learning that, a lot of artists that I come in contact with, the lyrics, when I listen to the lyrics are powerful and it's their story most of the time that they're
Yep.
telling. So those are important too. So now I give music a little bit more of a chance
Aw.
without, just listen to that beat and be like, nah, I throw the whole song away. So now
Yeah.
I'm driving in now and just listen to everything.
Aw. On behalf of all the artists, thank you very much, Nikki, for giving us that opportunity and arms for us to get into your soul, for a bit. Thank
So
you so
tell
much.
me a little bit about that song, Boom Boom. What was the vision behind that song, and what message were you trying to send out?
Okay, now Boom Boom was one of those first songs set of first songs I wrote when I got back into music because I stopped making music for years. I lost my dad and I got a bit, shaken by it for like about 9, almost 10 years. I stopped making music. So I just started, I had to start all over again from the beginning, like a year or two ago. I'm like, I can't do this. It doesn't make sense. You're saying you want to live a fulfilling life and what you're born to do, you're putting aside because somebody, kicked the bucket. You can't do that. He would have wanted you to do this. He used to fund your music career when he was alive. So you're doing the wrong thing. You need to get back, pick up your confidence and go. So now Boom Boom was one of the ones I made when I felt like I had to create Afrobeat music. So Boom Boom was basically just for the Afrobeat feel, but I wanted it to be a little bit different. So when I produced it, I put a little bit of salsa, a little of, the instruments I put there was very not typical. It was just very, very sway like and salsa like, but it was one of the songs that I wrote from the beginning when I was still doing Afrobeat. Boom boom, basically it's very sexual. So I'm saying poco. Poco, it does not mean anything. It's just a word I made up. So my poco, they go like boom boom. It's like saying my vagina is pounding. So when you hit that chord, like ta ta
See,
ta
I
ta,
didn't get that.
when you
I
hit
didn't.
me hard, yeah. When you hit me ta, yeah. So I need something to cool, but something where they cool my body, yeah. Means I need something to cool me down. So I'm like, don't stop, come, don't stop, keep hitting me hard. I love it. I'm feeling it. I'm about to come. So it's just very sexual. So it's it's not inspirational. It's just sexual. Because I felt I had to write that kind of song. Yeah, that's
Wow.
what's behind that. Yeah, well, I love the melody; it's very nice, and the instrument. Yeah,
Yeah, I do. I like the beat. So
yeah.
what does a creative process look like when you're crafting your songs with, these lyrical melodies? How does that look? Do you have to be sitting quietly to write, or do you have to have some music, on so you can get your creativity going? How does that look
Hmm.
like?
No, I'm not being negative or anything. I'm just saying this the way I used to think about it. I think artists are a little bit cursed because we can't stop thinking about creating stuff. It's ridiculous. If you're not an artist, you might not understand this. Sorry, that's what I think. My opinion. We're constant. I'm thinking about music now. Nikki in blue shirt, don't make me feel blue. I'm thinking about music all the time. Any little thing I see, it's music, it's creation, it's melodies. It's crazy. I hear a sound, I see letters in my head. I see alphabet in my head. So it's a lot, a lot, a lot, a lot, a lot of intense emotions going on there. So it's crazy. It just comes. I'm walking, it just comes. I don't even know how. Sometimes I write lyrics and I'm like, did I just write that? It doesn't make sense. Okay, what was that? Oh, where did I get that word from? Oh, how did I? So I can't really explain, to be honest. I can only, if I wanted to say something, if I wanted to be like if I want to give you like the answer that is expected of me to say, I would say, oh, I start with the melody and I write the lyrics, but it's not really like that because
Right.
it just
Just
comes.
comes to you.
Yeah, it just comes. But I must confess though, when I hear, if you give me a beat now, when I hear that beat, for example, when I hear a beat, what happens to me is I just muffle the words. Like if you're playing a beat, I can just go, put it down on your bone. And I'm like, okay, put it down on me so I can breathe again. So I already have where I'm going to now. I now have to tap into my emotion. Like, how does that melody, how does that sound make me feel? Is it now making me feel like in a more emotional way or powerful, or I don't know? Then I can now,
Draw from it.
keep going and start writing it and all that. Yeah. But a lot of times without the beat, it just comes in my head. If you give me a beat, it's just blah, 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 and then I sing it and I put words to it. Yeah. Yeah.
Just
And I
amazing.
believe the thing is that writing actually isn't difficult at all. I remember somebody sent me a DM and I was like, oh, I would love to work with you. You know what, that I wish I could write, but I can't write. So I always have to rely on artists or people to sing my song because writing is so crazy. I was like, no, it's not. Do you know what writing is? Writing is about being in touch with your emotions and you just say whatever you feel. We can all speak. Forget about the language. You can speak. If I say, oh, shut up, sit down. If you don't like it, what will you say to me? Do you mind? Don't tell me to shut up and sit down. That's a song. Do you mind?
Mm,
Don't tell me to shut up and sit down. Do you mind? Don't tell me to shut up and sit down. Or I'm a blah, 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 whatever it is. So I think writing is so easy. It's just you being honest with your emotional side and just let it go. Just write it. And you can arrange it later if you want. So sorry, I just wanted to put that out there. Like it's not difficult to write. So anybody can
you
write.
made a valid point. You like, I never thought about it that way. Like
Yeah,
it's
anybody can
normal
write. Yeah.
conversations you have every day.
It's crazy, right? They make you think it's so hard. It's so no. Everybody can write, and I believe anybody can learn any skill. I'm sorry, but anybody can learn any skill. That's what I believe. As long as you're willing to do it, and you're like, I must get this, you will do it because we're so intelligent. We have so much in our head that what our brain is capable of doing is ridiculous. Even we don't even know yet how much our brain can do. But the little we're seeing right now with AI and etc., our brain can take shit. Sorry, I don't know if I'm allowed to swear here, but it can take a lot of things. Everybody can learn a skill. That's what I believe.
I
So
believe that too. I
yeah,
believe that.
anybody can learn a skill. It's just about making it happen. You just need to do it. You need to start from somewhere. Just do it. Don't think about it. Just do it.
Just
Do it.
do
Learn it. Yeah. Yeah.
Just do it.
Even people they call geniuses, they have to learn that those things they're great at as well. They had to learn it. So being genius is something. It's about the rate of you're able to pick it up quickly and how many times you've done it. So
That's
I
it.
believe that everyone is their own genius. What's the first thing you think about in the morning? The last thing you think about when you go to sleep? I mean, positive thing, what you want to do. If the first thing you think about in the morning is having your own clothing brand, the first thing in the morning is you designing your own product. The first thing you have in the morning is you having the biggest biggest podcast in the world. If that's the first thing in your mind in the morning, you're bloody genius at it, because that's what your heart is saying you want to do, which means you will do anything to make that happen because you already have it in you anyway. So it won't be difficult for you to learn all the skills and be amazing at it. That's what I believe. It's all about skills. That's what I believe.
Skills. Wow.
Yeah,
Man,
skills.
you dropping some gems in this episode. Somebody gonna listen to this episode and they're gonna be like, I can do
I
it.
do. I do hope somebody gets inspired by this because it's crazy. People don't know. The thing is that a lot of times we say, oh, this person doesn't know. Why are they doing this? Oh, this person talks this way or thinks this way. It's because of information. No information. You need information. When you have information, the way you think is going to change. It's lack of information. You don't have information. If someone gives you something or someone tells you, oh, do you know if you do this or do that, then this will be the outcome. You would know and be like, oh, freaking hell. Oh, really? You have that information. Oh, I need to start doing this and doing that. You start developing a skill. You need to start learning the skill. When you learn the skill, you get to the stage whereby you're like confident that I can actually do this.
Right.
So it's repetition. You're doing it. The same thing happened to me. I had to start doing this whole music thing. I kept, all the songs I've been recording. I'm like, oh my God, how do I do this? Oh my God, this is so difficult. Okay, fine. I don't have money. Then what do I have to do? I had to go and learn new skills, music production skills. I had to get better at my filmmaking. I had to start writing even better songs. I had to start, understanding what marketing strategy is. I had to start understanding, okay, if I'm an artist, if I want to make money being an artist, because that's what I want to do for the rest of my life, how do I make people understand that what I want to do is help people and what I want to do is project positivity to people with my music? How do I do that? It's all skill. I had to learn new skills. And I believe anybody can do that, especially new artists. They always very frightened and overwhelmed by the way the system works now when it comes to entertainment industry. I know that we all need. I know that money can be quite difficult to come by, especially when you want to start your music. But there are many, many ways you can start your music without breaking your back. Actually, I have a course. I've been writing a course on that. Actually, like I do. You know what happened? For this 2025, what I've said to myself is I'm going to try as much as possible to help independent artists, as many as I can, by sharing what I learned from the time I got back into music and how far I've come and how much it's helped me. So I'm writing a very short course at the moment, talking about how I started, what you need to look at, how for you to learn your skills even easily, to learn your skills easily, not to spend so much money because you want to release a single, how to make it cheaper. Don't be afraid. I wrote a small course, but I'm not ready to lay out yet because there's still a lot of things that I'm putting underneath that people need to know about, so that artists will not be afraid to give it a go and learn new skills. There's so many tools out there. Just go and learn the skills and you will be so happy. You'll be free. You won't have to rely on anybody for you to make your dreams come true.
That's going to be great if you put that information out, because the music industry is so oversaturated now with different artists. And then not only that, the name of the game is it takes money to be an artist. You can't put albums out anymore because it's so expensive. And then you don't make any money from the streaming.
I know. I mean, it's so bad. For you to release a single now in UK, if you want to release just a single, a single without thinking of anything like outfit or whatever, it's going to take you about like 700 and something pounds just for one tiny song. One song. One song. Why would I want to do that? What's okay? Of course, because it takes that much, and all artists are thinking about is where am I going to get 750 pounds from to make one single? They're thinking about that, which makes them lose focus of what they're trying to do. So then what happens is they keep wishing that they're going to be discovered. So you're waiting to be discovered. So someone will come and pay your 750 pounds for you to release one single. You're going to be wasting your time. You need to do your thing yourself, not waiting there to be discovered because you're discouraged by the cost. Don't do that. Don't do that. You can make it work. There's so many free tools out there. You can make it work. I understand it's crazy, the money, the marketing. Listen, we have social media now. That means the work, it's you. You're the one that needs to do the work now. So, but everything's out there. You know what I mean, Nikki? It's out there.
That's it. It's out there. That's it. See, I was going to ask you what advice you give the artists, but you pretty much been giving advice throughout the whole interview about what they should
just do it. Don't think, just do it. What's the worst that can happen? Oh, people are gonna laugh at me. People are gonna say I'm a loser. People are gonna say, what am I doing? Why am I such a joker? Let them talk. Let them talk. Let them talk. Do one walk off for it. That means let them talk. If they lie, let them smash their heads on the rug. I don't care. I don't care. Let them talk. Because at the end of the day, I'm the one that'll be crying if I don't do what I want to do. I'm the one that'll be laughing if I do what I want to do. So it's going to be all me. Remember that we were born alone. Everyone's going to die alone. So remember that. You don't want to end up being in your 40s and you're regretting that you never took the chance to do that thing that is you that would have made you very happy. So start with your mindset, self-development. Yeah, that's what I would say.
Love it. I love it. So my final question, you're fine.
Please
my
go
final
ahead.
question for you is, if you could give the person you were when you first started your music journey advice, what advice would you give to yourself?
Stop comparing yourself to other people. You're Kemi. That Kemi, that special Kemi gift is what the 1 billion, 2 billion, or whatever millions of people are looking for. And they will die for that. They will kill, they will do anything just to have that Kemi that you have right now. It's a gift. Be that Kemi. Be the best of that Kemi. Stop comparing yourself to other people. Because why? You're amazing and you're going to smash it. The thing is that I got diagnosed with ADHD pretty late in my life, not so long ago. And before then, I used to think there was a lot of things wrong with me. I'm like, why am I so different? Why do I do this? Why do I behave this way? Oh, why can't I do this? So I always just judge myself so much. And I would compare myself to everybody and go, look at them. They're doing this. Why don't I look like this? It's just crazy. But the day I found out that I actually got ADHD, it just did a lot to me. And I started changing the way I saw things. And I had to learn. It's a skill. Like I said, everything's a skill. I had to learn how to get out of the habit of comparing myself. I listen to somebody's stuff. I start comparing myself. I'm trying to do something that someone is doing. I'm like, oh, but look at that person. They're so good. Oh my God. But mine is not. You can't do that. If you're doing that, you're not going to move forward. You're not going to move forward. That's what I would say. Stop comparing yourself. I would say, Kemi, stop comparing yourself to other people because you're special. You're great. Keep going. You get there.
I love it. But you know what? In our lives, it takes time. It takes time for us to get to that person that we really know that we are, because we don't even know we're that person. And so we go through a little bit. And now we're strong. So now we know that we could have got through all that stuff way long before, but we didn't believe in ourselves.
Yeah. And that's the reason why you need to surround yourself with the right people. If you surround yourself, sorry, that's my dyslexia coming out. If you surround yourself with the wrong people, you will be that. You'll be that person. If you surround with people that are mediocre, they don't believe in dreams, they don't believe you need to better your skills. All they do is they just put you down and say things to you. Like when you tell them an idea, they go, you think you can really do that? Come on. It takes a lot of, intelligence to do that. Come on. You surround yourself with people like that, you're going to be that way. Surround yourself with people that either are way better than you. When I say way better, I mean have knowledge in something, more knowledge about something that you want to know, you want to have knowledge about. People that are more experienced in that thing you really want to know about. People that are very positive. People that they want to pull you up, not put you down. That's what I would say. Surround your people that, and people that will not be telling you, "Oh, you used to have time for me. You don't have time for me anymore. Now you're all big and all." Mm-mm. People like that start talking like that. They're not your friends. Your friends are busy. Your friends are not busy looking into
Yes.
your business and trying to pick things with you, telling you, "Oh well, before you started this, you used to be so nice to me. You used to be." Mm-mm. That means you're not my friend. We're not meant to be. So pick your friends. Pick people you surround yourself with. And by the way, I just want to mention this quickly. Blood does not necessarily mean that that's blood does not necessarily mean that it doesn't necessarily mean that. Okay, what I'm trying to say is that because someone is your family member doesn't mean that they want good things for you, or you need to sacrifice all your life for them, and whatever they say you need to surround yourself with them, and they're it does not matter, because a lot of family members still, they can be quite negative, and you might get the wrong message from them. They might be very influential negatively, so be careful how you think about different kind of people. So when I say surround yourself with the right people, I mean in every way. Not only friends, no, including family members. If your sister, your brother, every time you tell them, "I want to do this, what do you think?" and they go, "No, don't be silly. Just go and get a job and stop being silly." Not everyone can do that, you know. Only 1% of people. Once it's people like that talking to you that way, just you shouldn't be around it. Just avoid them. I don't talk to them about anything anymore. I don't care if you're my sister or my brother. If you're negative, I'm moving on. I'm going. It's my life. What are you talking about? Hey,
That's
you can't
it.
even see my dream. You're telling me nonsense. You understand? So both blood and not blood, do surround yourself with the right people. People that are like-minded, people that are trying to head towards the direction you're trying to head towards. People that are ambitious, whatever you're trying, people that are trying to go in the same direction, into line. Those are people you should surround yourself with.
Kim,
That's
you
my
said a
thing.
lot right there. My mom
Yeah,
always said the company you keep, the company you keep, you
company
gotta
keep.
keep better company.
Yep,
Don't allow
that's the
everybody
same
in your
position.
household.
Yeah, yeah. It doesn't. It doesn't. That's where the whole saying comes in. When when you're with your when you're going out with certain kind of friends, and your parents are trying to warn you, and they're like, you need to be careful. They always My parents always talk about this. They always come up with this proverb. I think beds of the same feather flocks or something
Box
together, or something
together.
like that.
Mhm,
Yeah,
bird-
that's what it is. If you're moving around with morons, that makes you a moron as well. And of
Exactly.
course, that makes you a moron, and you shouldn't care if, about what people are going to think about you. Just do your thing, and
Thing. Do your
yeah,
thing. Well,
that's what I say.
this is what I like to call the 30 seconds of fame. So I'm gonna do your countdown one more time. And after the countdown, you will have the platform to yourself. You're gonna be on the platform by yourself. This is your
Okay.
time to shine. Let everybody know where they can find those amazing songs, what's
Okay.
coming up for you in the year of 2025 that you want to share, and
Okay.
anything you want them. And if you want to do a little snippet and
Yeah.
give them a little tune and sing, you can do that
Oh,
as
I
well.
oh, that's brilliant. All
All
right,
right.
let's
I'm gonna
go.
do your countdown and just time.
Brilliant. Yeah.
All right.
Your man's got a little bit of a history. Your mommy and your daddy don't like seeing you with me. They say you got a PhD, but all I have are my hopeless dreams. So how's it gonna pay for food and for rent if he ain't got no degree? Oh, I'm sorry to say to you.
Hey, my name is Kemi Amos. I'm a singer-songwriter. Listen, after watching this, if you're feeling me, go on my socials, Twitter, go on my socials, Instagram, Facebook, IG, and Threads, and Twitter. Just go in and type in Kemi Amos, which is KEMIIAMOS. Throughout my socials, that's my name. Listen, 2025. I'm bringing the hit in. I'm bringing the hit in. And I'm here to make sure that everybody comes along with me in the journey. And I go with you guys on the journey for this 2005. And I know we're all going to smash it. So just hit me up, check out my music, and enjoy. Also, I'm also coming up with a small club membership thing I'm trying to do regarding for independent artists, whereby we can all share our ideas together. We can all try and help and support each other. I'm coming up with that tiny little thing that I'm about to do. So just check it out and watch out for it, and stay blessed. I didn't know what to say. So I was like, let me just talk about my course. Okay.
Well, thank you so much for accepting my invitation to be a guest. I have
Thank
enjoyed
you.
this conversation. You probably
Oh,
motivated
wow.
me.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for having me. Thank you so much. I was
Thank
nervous at first. I was like, okay, I'm going to go there. I wonder what we're going to talk about. But I'm like, okay, she's pretty cool. So that's okay. It's okay. Chill. We're going to have a nice discussion. Thank you so much, Nikki, for inviting me.
You're welcome. You're welcome. And thank you so much to everyone else out there that's tuned into this amazing episode. Man, I hope you caught all those gems because she dropped a lot of gems up here for the artists and for just life in general. Be who you are and be okay with that. Everything's going to be okay. Just know your worth from the beginning. Stop worrying about what other people say. She probably motivated me too, I'm telling you, because I used to be that one to worry about what people said. But now, hey, I'm just to the point, as long as I'm happy, that's all that matters, right? So I hope that you have enjoyed this wonderful episode. And thank you so much for tuning into another episode of Breaking the Silence. Remember, the courage to share your truth is the first step towards your healing. And every story we tell brings us closer to understanding, growth, and change. So if today's episode has resonated with you in some type of way, please share it with someone who needs it. And let's keep breaking the silence together. So until next time, stay strong, stay inspired, and always, always speak your truth.
They go like boom, 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 boom. When you hit that chord like ta 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 ta. My ringtone be like otito coito. Something with the cool my body, yeah. Something with the cool my body, yeah. Run up, my reverse, put it up on me, I leave.